Hi, my name is Sam Kippen. My student number is T00698764. I'm here with my friend Oreo today, who's going to be needing some subcutaneous fluids. So we're going to be giving him some fluids, and I'm here with my clinical mentor, Dr. White. So we need to aseptically prepare. Okay, so in order to start, we're just going to remove the bag like this. Open this up here. So you can see here it says 10 drops per mil macro drip. Okay, so we know how many drops is in a mil. So now what we need to do is we need to just disconnect this part of our set here, and we're going to take this, which is our spike and our spike cover. And so I'm going to start by taking my spike cover off like this, setting it right there, and then taking this off, and then just connecting the spike to my bag, like this. So my spike is now connected to my bag, which is great. And then this will run down this way. So I need to set this up here, but first turning this down, and then we look for a line. This one doesn't have a line, but we're about half full, which should be good, so we're able to see where the drips are coming from. And then we just poke the top of the bag here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to make sure that there is no crimps in the line, and we're making sure here that everything else is not clipped on, and we're going to prime our line now. So we've got enough fluid in here now, so I don't really need to pump that anymore. And now I'm going to fully release this and put this in the sink, just like this, and just fully release. So this is going to allow for all the bubbles, if there are any, to run directly through my tubing. And I don't have any more bubbles here, but if I did, I'd flip them, of course. Now I'm going to turn this off. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to wait until the timer goes to the 12 there, and I'm going to count for 15 seconds how many drips I get. So I'm going to fully open now. And it's going way too fast. I'm going to slow it down. And now if I'm about here, I'm going to look at the 15. That's way too fast still. So we're going to slow down. All right. And we're going to go 1, 2. It's still a little bit too fast. We're almost there now. Okay, so that is the speed that we need to be going at. So we know we need to be about there. So now I have an idea of where it is that I need to be. So I'm going to clamp this again here, and now we have an idea of where we need to be speed-wise. So I'm just going to leave that there, and we need to take a look at Oreo now. Hi Oreo, how are you doing, my friend? So we're going to take a look at his eyes, and Oreo is about 12 and a half, and his blood work showed that he's on the high end of normal for his BUN and his creatinine. So he could benefit potentially from a little bit of fluids. His eyes are a little bit sunken. Now if I take his skin here, pull it up, and twist it, it comes back in just about 2 seconds. So we could say with Oreo here today, He's likely about 5% dehydrated. So he's not overly dehydrated, but he's just slightly dehydrated. So what we're gonna do for the next part of our video here is we're just gonna take a needle. So we're gonna take a needle right here. And what I need to do is I need to remove this part. So I'm removing this here, needs to be removed. And I've got a 20 gauge needle and I'm not touching the end of that. And I take the end of this off. Now, I need to connect these just like this, and then you screw it on. So now, before we start here, we're going to take a look at our bag. So we can see here that the best way we can see how much fluid we have in this bag is if we are looking down here, we've got a 1,000 ml bag. So this is 100 mils, 200 mils, 300. So we want to make sure that we're probably going to be dropping when we're done with the fluids to somewhere in and around this line here, because we're going to be giving 100 mils of fluid. So it's probably got about 50 mils out of it so far. So we're going to be giving somewhere around here is where we'll be going. So again, I want to start this, and then we're going to inject this into Oreo. So I want to give him his food. So we're going to put his food there. And we're going to do this in a very fear-free way. So I'm going to come over here. Oreo is going to get a really nice snack. And I'm going to take my needle here. Put this to the side. And I'm going to have to lift up his skin here. So I'm going to lift up his skin. I'm going to go with this needle in between his skin here. So I need to drop that now and continue holding and then loosen this. And just put it again to about where the drip should be. Okay, so right now we are going at about 25 drips per 15 seconds. We're going, what that's going to translate into is 100 drips per every minute. So if we have 100 drips and it's 10 drips per mil, then that means that we are going to be giving 10 mils per minute. So it's going to take us about 10 minutes to give these fluids to Oreo. Stay pal. Time now is 3:50. 2:50 rather. Oh, you got snacks. Oh, don't eat, buddy. So Oreo had some of our nice snack. And we're laughing here because Oreo is just purring away and really loving this experience. He thinks this is just fabulous because he's getting snacks and attention. So I'm continuing to watch my bag here as my assistant, Dr. White, is holding on to Oreo here for us. And I'm continuing to hold on to the tip here. So we're not nearly where we need to be yet. But we can see that it is coming out at a pretty solid rate still of about 25 drips per 15 seconds. Can you pass me a liver treat? Cookie. I was thinking about it. You're gonna stay, pal. Okay. No Oreo. So we can feel here now that some of the fluids are going in subcutaneously. We can feel that there is some swelling right here now, which is normal. It will start to settle. It can settle in many different ways, which is normal as well. But it'll probably just go into his sides here later on. So we just need to stay here for another few minutes. We can see that our bag is really going down here. And that we don't have too much more that we really need to be giving now. Hello. How are you today? Just hold them in place here, Dr. White. Oreo. Okay, Oreo. Okay, Oreo. Got him? Okay. And it has been about 10 minutes. So I can look here at my fluids. You can feel the bag. We're really about to that line now, which is where we should be. So I'm gonna turn this off by shutting like this. And then I'm going to pick the skin up here while I come out, like this. Just hold there for a second. And then I just need to aseptically cap. And then we just put the fluids back here again. So we're all set there. And now we just have to come back and check and make sure that there's no massive amounts of water sneaking out of there, which there isn't. So we should be all set. We're gonna offer Oreo a little bit more of a snack here, see if he wants to eat a little bit more. He's interested. And we're all set.